the 20 long project, working on collecting some more Nubius, and gonna cover those rocks in some Java moss. Try my hand at that. If I can get it to cover evenly and real thick like, I'm gonna go ahead and do the back wall the same way. So I have a moss wall and then moss covered rocks. Day 1, November 14th. Added the moss to the stones. 20 long, Rasboras, and a couple of Amanos. Had a couple of autos in there, disappeared. Don't know what happened. One of the shrimp that I had decided to jump out, so that sucks. The moss rocks here are doing really well. Love those guys. Love the rocks, man. Eunubius doing really well. Actually seen more leaves grow in this tank on the Anubias Nana that I did in the Emer setup I got going on. Light's still doing good. They're on the lower light setting right now. I'm running some kind of Walmart hot filter still, and the Aqua Clear 20. Both with giant balls of pillow stuffing, aka filter floss. Had some kind of bacterial thing go on with this tank. Lots of crazy like gelatin type. Let's see if I can find some stuff. So this stuff growing all over the place. Like it started on the driftwood and it just spread everywhere. You can see a little bit kind of on the moss here. So I've been just taking the turkey baster and blowing it up, getting the filters, getting it in the water column so that the filters can pick it up, and I'll just change that stuff out every water change. So this one's doing really well. Yeah, what an awesome aquascape. Still want to do something with the back wall. Not quite sure if I want to continue with the moss back wall. We'll see. We'll see. Aquarium hobby philosophy. I got a question for you. Any of you guys get bored with the hobby sometimes? I mean, it's hard to say, I know, but sometimes I'll go without doing my maintenance for like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, kind of slacking on it. And it kind of seems to me like it leads to me being disinterested in the hobby. I mean, granted, water changes aren't that fun, you know, but they get you in your tanks, they get you working on them, they spark your interest again. That's what I've found. I mean, have any of you found that? It's pretty interesting, because it'd be like, oh man, I want to do water changes this week, or I'll do it next week, and you put it off another one, you know. It's like, okay man, I'm kind of bored with it. Yeah, I feed my fish and stuff, but come to find out, it's like you actually look at your aquariums less when you skip out on the maintenance. That's, for me, that's what's going on right now. It's like I put interest in other things or something like that. Also, I mean, I did have a brand new baby girl like 4 months ago, so she's got a lot of my time, but it just seems when you postpone your maintenance and the things required to run your system that you kind of get bored with it. I mean, that's the case for me. I'm curious if that also happens to any of you guys. But as soon as you do the maintenance, it's like, wow, man, I'm missing this stuff, you know? It's like, I want to get back into it. I want to set it up and make it look good again. I mean, not that it doesn't look good already, but you want to get your hands in there more often now. It's like, for me, I mean, I guess another thing would be troubles that you come into with your aquariums, as far as my 20 long had some kind of bacterial breakout. It's just like, man, this is just a lot of work. I just want to tear it down, and I'll just have less to worry about. But I mean, eventually you get a handle on it, because I mean, right now I'm coming to the end stages of that, and if I would have broken it down, I would have been down a tank. That would have been a lot of work down the drain, and that's a lot of work to break down a system. So um, I'm glad I sat through that and figured it out, and it's clearing up, so that's good. And with the saltwater tank, it's kind of like, dude, what's going on here, man? It's like this stuff can't be happening, and it all happens all at once, and it's just like, okay, something's wrong with this tank, something's wrong with that tank, something's wrong with this tank, and it's kind of overwhelming. But if you stick through it and you do your maintenance and keep your mind on the hobby, and that spark of interest is there, it's definitely worth it in the end. So I'm gonna try to keep my maintenance up so the spark is still there, the interest constantly stays. We'll see how it goes. Let me know what y'all think. If that or anything similar like that happens to you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks.